Hey everyone, today I wanted to show you how to find and download STIGs from DISA, CIS benchmarks, and viewing tools to view the contents of those files. So we'll start by going to public.cyber.mil. Click the notice and consent, and then go to the srg/STIGs link. Once here, you'll go to the document library, and you'll see multiple options on how to filter and or view these STIGs that DISA has on offer. So the first one is on the right-hand side, there's STIG topics. This is a series of filters that you can select to narrow down which ones are shown here in the middle. As you can see here, click on an Apache will give me two separate Apache STIGs. Check it again, and it'll revert back to its previous view. However, this does not always work as intended, as occasionally you can accidentally filter out something that you do want to find. The next option is to change your show entries drop down here. There's 4 different options, and you'll now see, in this case, 100 entries. You can click the next button. There's less than 600 entries, and you can just manually go through. By default, this is in alphabetical order, so if you know what you're looking for, it's fairly quick to find. The next option is just do a search. So in this case, I will search for Windows Server 2022, and you'll see 4 options. So the first one is the manual STIG, which is what we'll be looking at. Let me go ahead and click that to download. The next one is a STIG benchmark. This is a file that is used by the SEC or SCAP tool provided by DISA that can scan your local and remote machines in order to perform audits against this benchmark. The last 2 are Chef and Ansible files. These are pre-built automation scripts for Chef or Ansible that will allow you to quickly implement an automation solution to configure all of these checks on your machines. However, I do want to caution that these do implement all automated options and can break your production systems if not reviewed prior to hitting the go button. So please use these at your own risk. All right, the next piece is the viewing tools. So here on the left-hand side, you'll see srg/STIG viewing tools. You'll click that. And you'll be presented with 2 separate options. The first one is STIG Viewer 3.x, and the second one is STIG Viewer 2.17. The difference here is the view of the tool itself, and then you can see here STIG Viewer has a few more options than STIG Viewer 2.17. However, I'd recommend downloading both just to see which one you prefer for your use case. So once you're going to download this, you'll see multiple files here. One is obviously the user guide, tells you how to import and use STIGs and the other file types that the STIG viewer supports. You'll see a Win64 file ending in MSI. This actually installs it onto your Windows machine and shows up in your start menu, so you can always use it. The next one is just ends in Win64. This is a zip file with a self-contained executable and supporting files. This means you don't need to install it, and you can just open it and view whatever STIGs you want to look at. You'll also see a Linux version here. I do want to note that this only works on Linux distribution. This does not work on Mac OS. So keep that in mind when selecting the workstation to view these files. You'll also see a hashes link here that gives you hashes in order to verify that these files are legitimate when you download them. So we'll go ahead and download the Win64 for 3 and Win64 for 2.17. All right, the next thing I want to show you is an additional viewing tool for STIGs. This is a GitHub open source tool that does not send any information back, but it can be used to parse and view multiple file types with regards to STIGs. So once you get to GitHub's links, you'll scroll to the software releases, click on that, and then you'll scroll to the latest version here and click on the zip file. All right, the last thing I want to show you is CIS security, which is where you get CIS benchmarks. So you'll click on the cisecurity.org link, and here you'll have multiple options. So the first one I'll show you is the CIS benchmarks. You'll click on download latest, and you'll see all of the benchmarks that CIS has on offer. It defaults to the see all, and you can see everything they have. They have a nice large library of various benchmarks to implement. You can use these top links to break out and filter what's available, and then you can also use these filters here. So we'll download a similar benchmark to the STIG. So you just click on the download the benchmark link, and you'll be sent to a sign up page. Once you sign up for this and make sure you fill in everything with asterisks, you'll click the get free benchmarks now. You'll have to wait until you receive an email that has a clickable link that will then allow you to download the benchmarks themselves. Alternative to that, you can go to the CIS Workbench sign-in. You can register for a free account, and it'll give you access to just PDFs. You can also pay for Workbench, and you can get access to Excel files and docx's to see the exact same information in different formats. So we'll go to the downloads link. This is the free version, so you only see the PDFs. And similar to DISA, you can just navigate through the pages here. This is in, I'm not sure which order. So you can be clicking for a while here. There is 80 pages. However, you can also just do a search. Let's do that. And you'll see all of the Windows Server 2022 CIS benchmarks. My recommendation is to always click on the newest version or the highest number, because it will have the latest benchmark checks based off of Microsoft's release of the operating system. Note that CIS updates roughly on a quarterly basis. However, some of their benchmarks are on a wider range of updates. So we'll click on the PDF and it'll download.